Hey, what's up? Gianni V here, and today we're building the Boba Fett model kit by Ban Dai. If you love all things Star Wars and Disney, then this is the place for you. Please consider subscribing. Let's get it. Alright guys, so this is the Boba Fett model kit by Ban Dai. Now this model kit is a 1:12 scale model. If you're unsure how that works, that basically means for every 1 inch that this model is, that will equate to 1 foot in real life. So now I'm expecting this model to be right around 5.5 to 6 inches tall, which would make Boba Fett in real life right around 5.5 to 6 feet tall. All right. The good news is that you actually don't need much to build this model kit. It says here that you just need a set of nippers. Nippers? No, I'm messing with you. But seriously, you need some nippers. No glue is required, which makes it really easy. And the plastic actually already comes colored, which is super cool and super convenient. When the Boba Fett's already done and built, we'll be able to compare the armor that he was wearing in The Mandalorian compared to what he wore when he was first featured in live action in The Empire Strikes Back. So let's get it, guys. Let's get to building. Alright guys, so here's the Boba Fett completely built out, and I will say I'm pretty impressed, right? For the price, I think the detail is really good. I will say that the build quality is not A1, right? So there's plenty of other builders out there that manufacture a way better quality model. And if you were planning on building this to play with or give it to the kids or something like that, I wouldn't necessarily recommend this. This is more for display purposes only if you're going to put it on a shelf or anything of that nature, because I don't believe it would actually last very long if you were going to actually play with it. So just something to note if that's something you were looking to get this for. I don't suggest it. It's most likely going to fall apart. But it looks really good. If you're going to display it somewhere, definitely suggest it for that, especially for the price. So the Boba Fett actually comes with quite a few accessories. So he's got, if you wanted to pop his helmet off, you could just put his head on. Thought that was pretty cool. I've noticed that the head doesn't actually have a lot of color. It's just skin color. So if you wanted to make it look a little bit more realistic, then you're probably going to have to paint it or something like that. But it is an option and it does come with it. And I think the detail and the way they made it look actually looks very realistic and actually looks like the actor in the film. So that's pretty cool. It does come with a little red gun that you could put in his gun holster on the side of him that he has. So that's pretty cool. And then it comes with a plethora of different hands depending on what position you want to put him in or if you want to change his guns, right? If you look at him here, right here, he's got the little gun holster, which is awesome. He's got the rifle here in his arms right there. And I'm really liking this. You know, all of his arms move really well. They move at the shoulders. All his elbows move and his hands and all of that rotate, which is awesome. His feet and legs move great. You know, they move here at the hip. They bend here at the knee, which is awesome. And the foot also adjusts depending on what kind of scene you're trying to set up. His head moves side to side and swivels, which is really cool. And oddly enough, and I was actually pretty surprised with how thin it is, but the rangefinder actually moves. It's very thin, so I don't actually suggest you playing with it too much, but if you wanted to position it a certain way, you definitely could. So just something to note there. Other than that, it's pretty cool. So let's compare the armor that he's wearing currently in The Mandalorian with what he wore in The Empire Strikes Back, right? So off the top of my head, I noticed that The clothes underneath his armor is black, where compared to Empire Strikes Back, they're gray. The armor here on his forearms, they're like this brown maroon color, right? Where they're more of a green color in the Empire Strikes Back. So that's something to note there. Also, too, his armor in the Empire Strikes Back is way more weathered, where here it looks like it's been like repainted. Now he still has the dent at the top of the helmet, but there's no chips and dings and dents in his helmet or in his armor compared to the Empire Strikes Back. So something to note there. His boots here are actually knee-high boots, where in the Empire Strikes Back, you can't see the boots go all the way up. The pants actually cover all the way down to the ankles. So it's something to note also. I'm sure I've missed a couple things here. But yeah, if you know what they are, just let me know down in the comments. I'd love to know. That's it, guys, in terms of the comparisons that I can see here. So yeah, if you had fun hanging out with me today, please check out some of my other videos. I had fun hanging out with you. Please hit that like button and consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it so that you could check out my next future videos. Next week, if you want to stay tuned, we're going to be building the Boba Fett starship. Is it the starship or is it the Slave One? Or is it fire spray? I don't know. You let me know what you think it is down in the comments. My name is Gianni, and I hope we find our true north. I'll see you soon.